see who's going to line up today. We've got Noreen Sheely Jones. Still picking up pucks. We're playing against the Arctic Lions. They're out of Fairbanks. Looks like Greenwood's going to take the face-off with Jones, Wyland, Sheely, Noreen. And we got O'Brien in the net. "16 minutes, the first period." All right, looks like we're ready to rock and roll. JC wins that back to Boston, up to Noreen. Noreen gets it over, chips it into the zone. Arctic Lions coming up the ice. Deep down the ice, they try and pick that up, and it's covered up by O'Brien. Jones up to Sheely, center ice, crossing the blue line, looking shot, late pad save. Arctic Lions will pick it up back behind the net. Jones putting pressure, JC putting pressure. Back on the wall, JC backhands it. Arctic Lions goes back to JC. JC looking to pass up to Sheely. Sheely back to Noreen. Noreen line in the corner. Boston up and out. Sorry, I'm trying to get adjusted here, the camera. All right, looks like Dietrich's going to take the face-off with Bott, Van Gunten, Berg, and Spain. Spain shot, save. Lions coming up into neutral ice. Get it across the blue line. Van Gunten trying to get it back. Rings around to the other side. Arctic Lions will pick it up. Goes back in the corner. Back behind the net. Bird all the way up to Spain. Spain over to Bird. Shot and goal. So Bird gets us up on the board from a pass from Spain. So Team Alaska up 1-0. .35 left in the first. We have Dietrich with the face-off with Berg, Spain, Boston, and Bott. Dietrich wins that back to Bott. Van Gunten, excuse me. Back over to Bott. Bott, long stretch pass, no ice. Get a line change. Dietrich trying to chase it down. Dietrich gets it back. Bird trying to pick it up. Arctic Lions trying to get it out into neutral ice. Macker picks it up center ice, chips it in. Here comes Macker chasing it down. Macker's backhand's just wide. Kirby comes in. Kirby in the corner reverses up to Van Gunten. Gunten shot blocked. It's a race. Out comes O'Brien. Whips it around to Van Gunten. Van Gunten up to Matheson. Matheson to Kirby. Kirby goes up, crosses the blue line. Puts a shot on net. Oh, bounces. Bott there. Couldn't connect. Bott putting pressure. Out comes Matheson. Takes it away from the Arctic Lions. He's in the corner, reverses, loses his footing. Kirby's there, center ice. Van Gunten, shot, deflected off of a player. Matheson's going to chase it down. Kirby comes in, center pass to Macker, back to Matheson, shot wide. Bot picks it up, blue line. Matheson centers it, backhand, deflected. Van Gunten's going to pick it up. Goes to the corner to Matheson. Tic-tac-toe, couldn't quite connect on that one. Bot slapper hits Kirby in the ski. Deflected off, Matheson up to Van Gunten. Van Gunten shot blocked again. Matheson will pick it up at the red line, gives it back to Bot. Bot stretch pass up to Kirby. Kirby shot, leg pad save. Arctic Lions coming up the other way. Sheely putting pressure on that. Anderson trying to give it up to Sheely, trying to chase down the pass. Arctic Lions will get it back. O'Brien comes out of the net. Dick up to Sheely. Sheely tried to give it to Greenwood. Saved by O'Brien. Sheely. Greenwood going to the net. Sheely comes back around. Oh! Tried to do a pass to Greenwood. Dick. Dick shot. Save. Greenwood in the corner. Tried to backhand it out. Dick. Shot. Blocker save. Esters is going to pick it up. Esters to Sheely. Arctic Lions sneak that pass out. Dick chasing it down. And O'Brien gives that up to Kevin. Greenwood up center ice over to Anderson. Anderson shovels pass over to Greenwood. Greenwood to Sheely. Sheely back behind the net. Is it taken away by the Arctic Lions? Arctic Lions trying to get it out. Marine keeps it in. Greenwood keeps it in. Anderson, center pass to Greenwood. Up and high. All right, so we have 11:05 left in the first. Team Alaska up 1-0. Looks like face-off is going to be in neutral ice. Jones, Dietrich with the face-off. Spain, Noreen, and Weiland. Dietrich wins that back to Weiland. Weiland puts that in the zone, comes around. Jones is going to get there. Jones comes out with it. Gives it up to Van Gunten to Noreen. Noreen shot blocked. And the Arctic Lions are back the other way. And that will be offsides. Dietrich back on the face-off. Jones, Noreen, Weiland, and Spain. Dietrich wins that back to Weiland, up to Noreen. Noreen puts it in neutral ice, up to Jones. Jones crosses the blue line. Pass to Spain, just high. Dietrich. Spain trying to dig it out. Arctic Lions back around, up off the wall. Noreen tries to keep that in, no ice. Weiland's going to chase it all the way down back behind our net. Gives it to up to Noreen. Goes off the stick to the Arctic Lions. They're going to skate it back behind the net. Boston gets in there. Ties it up. Dietrich looking to have it pop out. Jones over and keeps it up in the corner. Dietrich trying to get it out of the zone. Dietrich passes it up to Spain. Going through neutral ice, crosses. No help. We're getting a line change here. Gets it tied up in the corner. Out comes Kirby and Bot. And Berg to help out. Berg back behind the net. Berg looking pass. Passes it up to Bot. Bot shot deflected off Arctic Lions. Berg's going to go chase it down in the corner. Berg up to Van Gunten. Van Gunten shot. Leg pad save. Spain, back to Berg. Berg, back. Tried to give a give and go there. Kirby's pass got deflected. Kirby cross ice to Spain, tried to do a one-timer. Bot trying to keep that in. It goes past him, but Von Gunton's there to pick it up. Von Gunton back passes it to Bot. Bot to Van Gunton. Bot gets it back to neutral ice. Macker's going to pick it up off the half wall. Gives it up over to Kirby. Shot. Deflected off the goalie. Van Gunton over to Kirby. Kirby back to Bot. Tried to do one time. Goes back in the corner and the Arctic Lions are going to pick it up. Van Gunton gets it in neutral ice. Passes it to Bot. Bot's long stretch pass up to Mackers. He chips it in. Looks like Matheson's going to pick it up in the corner. Macker putting pressure. Matheson putting pressure out in the corner. Arctic Lions come and pick that up. Kirby trying to keep it alive. Kirby shot. Tried to deflect by Mackers. Blocked by the goalie. Nice save. Kirby picks it up. Matheson tries to chip it to Mackers. Arctic Lions back their way. Van Gunton putting pressure. Keeps it from going further into the zone. Arctic Lions gain control. Esters picks it up in neutral ice. He's going to skate it across the blue line. Shot. Glove save. All right, so Esters, Greenwood, Dick, Matheson, and Sheely. Faceoff's going to be blocker side of the goalie. Looks like Greenwood's going to take it. Sheely, Esters, Dick, and Anderson. Greenwood wins that back to Sheely. Sheely to Esters. Esters trying to give it to Greenwood to deflect in. Sheely picks it up from the wing. Dick keeps it into the zone. Dick to Sheely. Sheely, tried to give it up to Anderson, who's ready back door. The Arctic Lions come back this way. Sheely snuck that one out, gives it to Greenwood. Greenwood gives it back to Sheely. Trying to get it across the line. He does. Gives it to Greenwood. Shot. Deflected off of a stick. Sheely to Dick. Dick. Shot. And save. Alright, so we still have the same lineup. 6:54 left in the first. Team Alaska up 1-0. Greenwood with puck drop. Wins that back to Esters. Esters trying to put that down the center lane for a redirect, but Sheely will pick it up, goes back behind the net, loses it to the Arctic Lions. Greenwood in there trying to take it back. Esters picks it up, goes back in the corner. Arctic Lions get that out into center ice. Dick over to Esters. Esters up to Sheely. Sheely to Greenwood. Greenwood puts that deep in the corner. Anderson will pick it up, gives it up to Sheely back in front of the net. Sheely's give it back to Anderson. Puck goes back behind the net. Greenwood puts pressure. Arctic Lions trying to get it out. They get it out into the neutral ice, where Weiland will pick it up, skate across the blue line, looking to pass it, gets it tied up. Anderson out there to help, puts it out in front of the net, and it's covered up. So out comes Spain, Dietrich, Jones, Noreen, and Weiland. Dietrich goes to the Arctic Lions. Goes back behind the net. Dietrich putting pressure on. Jones comes in to help out. Dietrich takes it back. Passes it up to Boston. Boston puts it in the corner for Spain to pick up. Spain giving it up to Dietrich. Dietrich back behind the net around up the corner. Gives it to Boston with the top. Boston skating it to the other side. Gives it to Jones. Jones up to Spain. Tries to slip that one in. And covered up. 5:19 left in the first. Same lineup. Boston, Noreen, Spain, Dietrich, and Jones. Dietrich wins that back to Spain. Spain tried to get a one-timer off. Arctic Lions coming back this way. O'Brien deflected that up and out of play with his stick.
Go, Fairbanks!
Puck drop's gonna be on stick side of O'Brien. Back in our defensive zone. Dietrich with face off. Goes to the Arctic Lions. They try and get a shot off. It goes to the net. Deflected off by O'Brien. Jones loses tire there. Spain will pick it up center ice. Crosses the blue line. That's offsides. So it looks like Kirby, Berg, and Mackers is going to join Boston and Noreen. Kirby with the face-off, wins that back. Boston picks it up in neutral ice, gives it to Noreen. Noreen just out of Kirby's reach. Arctic Lions with it back in neutral ice and skate it back into our defensive zone. Shot saved by O'Brien, comes back out into play. Boston up to Noreen. Noreen up to Kirby, center ice. He's going to skate it fast. Mackers is going to the net. Berg trying to get that back to Kirby. Berg back behind the net. Berg skating it up to the wing. Gives it up to Noreen. Shot deflected and in. So Noreen put that on net, deflected by Kirby. So Kirby with our second goal from Noreen. 4:16 left in the first. Kirby, Berg, Mackers, Weiland, or Von Gunten and Bott. Kirby wins that back to Bott, up to Van Gunten. Van Gunten up to Mackers, to Kirby, to Berg. Berg skates it in. Kirby will come get the puck. Kirby centers it, Berg to Mackers. Van Gunten's going to try and keep that in. Chasing it down. He's going to win the foot race. Van Gunten over to Bott. Bott up into center ice to Berg. He chips that in, so there's no ice, and Kirby's going to go chase that down. Arctic Lions back behind our net. Sheely, Berg, Van Gunten. Van Gunten up to Sheely, just out of his reach. Arctic Lions will get it back behind the net. I'm going to skate it up and out of the zone into neutral ice. Trying to keep it going, but Sheely picks it up at the blue line. He turns it around and skates it over. Up to Greenwood and in for goal number 3. So Greenwood with goal number 3 from Sheely. 3:18 left in the first. Greenwood, Matheson, Sheely, Van Gunten, and Bott. Greenwood with face-off. Greenwood wins that back. Van Gunten to Bott. Bott up the side to Matheson out of his reach. Arctic Lions get in their defensive zone. Greenwood putting pressure on. Right in center ice. Arctic Lions get it back. They'll swing it around. Van Gunten will be there to pick it up. Passes it up to Sheely to Greenwood. Greenwood gets that out in neutral ice. Arctic Lions will pick that up. Looks like Greenwood's going to the box for hooking. All right, so we are going to be on a PK for 2 minutes. Greenwood in the box for hooking. So 2:54 left in the first period. So he'll be in there. So there's 54 seconds left. We got Sheely, Van Gunten, Matheson, and Bott. Goes to the Arctic Lions. They go D to D. Matheson putting pressure. Van Gunten's going to chase that down. Arctic Lions back in the corner. Bot putting some pressure on them. Arctic Lion skating, tried to do a backhand, got deflected. Sheely stretched past to Matheson. He chips that into the zone. Matheson will go and pick it up, gives it to Bot. Bot shot, leg pad save with the stick. Matheson trying to tie it up. Anderson's going to go over and keep it in the zone. Puts it in the corner, chases it down, passes it to himself. Gets it taken away back behind the net. Arctic Lions gets it out of the zone into neutral ice. A Bot says not today and puts it back in, and the goalie's going to stop it. Spain came in. Esters comes in. Dick with Anderson. Spain takes it away, gives it up to Anderson. Anderson gives it to Kingston. Kingston goes shot. Oh, just wide of the corner. Comes back out. Anderson chases it down. 48 seconds left in our PK. Arctic Lions in the neutral ice. They chip it in. Kingston takes that away, puts it back into Arctic Lions defensive zone. They're going to pick it up. 23 seconds left in the PK. Dietrich sneaks that one in, tries to backhand and covered up. .107 left in the first. 14 seconds left on the PK. Team Alaska 3, Arctic Lions 0. Dietrich with the puck drop. Esters, Jones, and Dick. Dietrich back behind the net. Dietrich center of the ice and gives it up to Dick. We are full strength. Esters. Jones gets there. Arctic Lions knock him off the puck. Jones tries to gain control back. Mackers will pick it up. Jones gives it up to Dick. Dick shot. Deflected. Dietrich back up to Dick. And Dick puts that into the corner where Jones will chase it down with Esters. Mackers picks it up. Trying to get it up in the corner. Dietrich sneaks in there. Macker gets it back. Centers it to Jones. Jones gives it to Dietrich going to the net. Not able to connect. Dietrich to Esters to Dick. Deflected high up in the air. And that's the end of the first period. Got Team Alaska up 3-0 at the end of the first. All right, so we're going to start the second period. 16 minutes on the clock again. Team Alaska up 3-0. And have Jones, Dietrich, Mackers, Noreen, and Wyland to start us off the second period. Dietrich's going to take the face off. O'Brien's still defending the net. 16 minutes. Second period. Here we go. Jones gets it across the blue line. Going to the net. He stays with it. Gives it up to Wyland. Wyland tries to keep that in. Goes into neutral ice. Wyland skating it. Passes it to Dietrich behind him. Arctic Lions are going to pick it up. Mackers gets that center ice. Throws that in. Comes around. Dietrich. Wyland shot. Glove save. All right, so same lineup. Dietrich, Jones, Mackers, Wyland, and Noreen. We're in our offensive zone. Left side of the goalie. Dietrich trying to get it out from the face-off. Got tied up there. Arctic Lions up off the wall. Wyland bats that down into neutral ice. Jones gets it across. Mackers tried to give it up to Dietrich. Arctic Lions in center ice. Dietrich up to Mackers. Mackers across up to Jones. He was waiting for it. Joey picks it up. Joey gets that batted away. Sorry, Jones. Wyland on net. Leg pad save. In comes Spain. Jones. Wyland tried to keep that in. Jones is going to pick that up in center ice and pass it up to Spain. Spain going to the net. He finds Wyland. Wyland skates, gets tripped up, no call. Carlson comes in. Carlson keeps that in the zone. Gives it up to Spain. Spain looking to pass. Bird gives it up to Bot. Bot gets it swatted away. He's going to chase it down. Stretch pass to Spain. Arctic Lions pick it up. Von Gunton trying to get control. Spain. Madhouse in the neutral ice, y'all. Van Gunton, and that's offside. Berg was a little eager beaver there. 13:37 left in the second. Kirby with the face-off with Macker, Matheson, Bot, and Van Gunton. Bot tries to put that deep. Arctic Lions knock it down. They're going to skate it in through neutral ice. Get it across the blue line. Bot trying to put pressure. Von Gunton stops that from going to the net. Matheson up through neutral ice. Throws it in and rings it around. Kirby will be there. Misses it. Mackers misses it. Comes back out. Von Gunton to Bot. Bot to Van Gunton. Back to Bot. Bot up to Matheson. Kirby to Matheson. Shot went off of the goalie's blocker and out of play. 13:01 left in the second. Team Alaska up 3-0. All right, so we got fresh new D legs here. Dick and Esters are joining Kirby, Mackers, and Matheson. Kirby's going to take the face off. Goes to Esters. Esters picks it up to Macker. Macker tried to give it to Kirby. To Matheson. Tried to give a one-timer to Kirby. Just missed. Esters, Dick, shot, and glove save. Kirby, Matheson, Macker, Dick, and Esters. Kirby with the face off. Gives it up to Matheson. Matheson skates, shot, sniper. Nice little sniper shot by Matheson. So he scored number 4. So that was Matheson's goal from Kirby off the face off. So Greenwood, Anderson, and Dietrich are joining Dick and Esters out there. Dietrich with the face-off. Goes to Arctic Lions to Esters, to Dick, to Esters. Esters up the ice to Anderson in neutral ice. He crosses the blue line. Anderson off the wall. Dick to Anderson. Anderson back behind the net. Tries to shove that one in. Greenwood trying to pick it up and keep that in. Dick there to help with Dietrich. Comes out. Dietrich to Greenwood. Greenwood shot off the pads. Arctic Lions back behind the net. Dietrich trying to get it away. Greenwood trying to get it. Arctic Lions pass it up into neutral ice. It's chipped. Blocker save by O'Brien. Out wide. Dick's going to pick it up back behind the net. Reset. Passes it up to Greenwood. Goes off Greenwood. Anderson picks it up. Goes across the blue line. Shot blocked by Arctic Lions. Anderson in the corner. Greenwood trying to help out. Goes to the Arctic Lions. Passing it up into neutral ice. Dick and Greenwood. Greenwood flips that up into neutral ice. Jones looking to pick it up. Carlson will get across the other side. Carlson to Sheely. Sheely skating in the corner, back behind the net. Sheely looking. Drop pass to Noreen. Noreen picks it up. Oh, to Jones. One-timer. Nice save by the goalie. Carlson in the corner. Gets knocked off the puck. Sheely tries to come in to help. Carlson. Sheely. Noreen. Shot. Blocker save. Arctic Lions are going to get down the ice for icing. 10:17 left in the second. Spain, Kirby, Berg are out there with Weiland and Noreen. Kirby with face off. Goes to the Arctic Lions. They flip it up, get it out. Goes off of Noreen's hand. Noreen getting tied up. Berg helping out. Weiland's going to chase it down. Weiland picks it up. Skates it. Gets it taken away. Noreen back pass to Berg. Berg trying to back pass it up to Kirby. Arctic Lions intercept that. Berg comes in. Skating up neutral ice. Spain going to the net with him. Oh, Berg to Spain, right out of Spain's reach. Kirby picks it up. Berg across the ice to Noreen. Noreen to Spain. Berg gives it up to D. Shot, blocker save, up and out of play. All right. Kirby, Berg, and Spain are still out there with Weiland and Noreen. Kirby wins that back to Spain. Shot and top corner. Spain scored on the face-off on that one, so that's going to be a Spain shot from Kirby. Team Alaska up 5-0. 9:27 left in the second. Spain, Kirby, Berg, Noreen, and Weiland still out there. Spain's going to chase it down. Goes across the ice. Arctic Lions get it out in the neutral ice. They cross the blue line. Dawson and Berg tying them up. Arctic Lions trying to get it out. Trying to get a shot off. They do, and it's covered up. So Brian saved that one. Van Gunten, Dietrich, Matheson, Bott, and Mackers. Dietrich with face off. Wins that back to Van Gunten. Arctic Lions get in there. They put a shot, try to deflect it twice. Goes high up in the air. Bott to Matheson. Van Gunten will get it, skate it back up, gives it to Mackers. Mackers tries to go center of ice to Joey. Joey and Matheson going to the net. Gives it up to Bott. And so goal number 6 is Bott from Dietrich. .8:38 left in the second. Dietrich's going to take the face-off with Mackers and Matheson. Mackers goes across. Skates it back behind the net into the corner. Tries to give it up to Van Gunten, but gets deflected by the Arctic Lions. Dietrich coming in to help out. Gets tied up. Mackers. Van Gunten's going to take it. Matheson gives it up to Dietrich. Goes across the other side. Bott will put pressure, keep that in. Dietrich tried to center passes it to Macker. He keeps it, gives it up to Matheson. Shot blocked by Arctic Lions. Van Gunten shot chest saved by goalie. 7:49 left in the second. Out comes Anderson, Greenwood, Carlson, Esters, and Dick. Carlson is going to take the puck drop. Left side of the Arctic Lions goalie. Pushes it through, goes to the Arctic Lions. Goes back behind. Looks like Anderson's going to pick it up. Back passes it. Tried to get it up to Esters. The Arctic Lions will intercept it. They give it up in neutral ice. And Nick gives it up to Carlson. Carlson loses in the offensive zone. Rings it around. Arctic Lions pick it up. Anderson puts some pressure. Gives it to Esters. Shot deep into the corner. Carlson tried to give that back to Dick. No icing. O'Brien will give it to Esters. Esters to Dick. Dick to Greenwood. Greenwood goes cross ice. Anderson's going to pick it up neutral ice. Gives it up to Esters, who skates it across. Gets it taken away by the Arctic Lions. Anderson picks it up in neutral ice, holding on to it till we get offsides. Anderson turns, skates. Arctic Lions get it out, and that'll be icing. So the faceoff will be back in our defensive zone for that icing. It's going to be Kirby, Jones, Sheely, Esters, and Dick. 6:46 left in the second. In the last about 60 left. Kirby, faceoff. Goes back to Jones. Dick picks it up in the neutral ice. Turns, skates. Puts that into the corner. Sheely's going to chase it down. Jones keeps it from going out of the zone. Kirby putting pressure. Esther keeps that in. Up to Jones. Jones gives it up to Sheely. Backhands it. Top shelf. So Sheely scores that one from Jones. Kirby, Sheely, Jones, Esters, and Dick. Kirby with puck drop. 6:23 left in the second. Kirby wins that back to Esters. Esters up off the wall to Jones. Jones to Kirby. Kirby skates it across. Shot. Blocked by the goalie. Sheely picks it up. Sheely shot. Leg pad save. Nice save by the goalie. Jones. Jones getting tied up. Sheely in there to help out. Sheely comes back up and around. Gives it up to Esters. Esters shot high. Dick gives it to Jones. Jones gets tripped up. Dick keeps that in to Sheely. Sheely flips it up. Jones tried to keep that in, and that is icing. So we'll come back down to our offensive zone with. We are officially on run clock. So typical tournament when there's a point differential of 6 or 7 points, it's run clock. So we're period 2 with 5 minutes left. Dietrich with that face off out there with Kirby. Berg keeps that in. Dietrich and Berg over there. Dietrich gets tied up. Berg's trying to pop it out. Waiting on it patiently. Joey comes out with it. Goes off of Marine's skate. Arctic Lion skated across the blue line. Just lost it as he tried to shoot it. Dietrich back behind the net. Dietrich gets it up to Spain. Shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. Marine picks it up, centers ice, just out of Dietrich's reach. Weiland keeps it in. Weiland. Shot. Oh, right off the crossbar. That's going to be icing. All right, so out comes Van Gunten, Mackers, Matheson, Carlson, and Bott. Carlson with the face-off. Carlson wins that. Mackers goes in, goes to the net, tries to shoot it, gets tied up. Shot. 5-hole. Goal. I think that was by Carlson or Mackers. Carlson picks it up in neutral ice. Mackers brings that around. Matheson will be on the other side to pick it up. I'm guessing that was offsides. Carlson back with face-off with Mackers. Matheson, Van Gunten, and Bott. Matheson skated up center, ice over. Carlson. Mackers gives it to Van Gunten. Van Gunten to Bott. Bott shot, tried to be redirected by Matheson. Blockers. Goalie saved. That was Bott from the blue line. Goalie had a great save trying to get up. Went back to Bott. Shot. 2 minutes left in the second. Carlson with face off. Arctic Lions throw that in. O'Brien tried to stop it with the stick, just went underneath it. Arctic Lions pick it up at neutral ice. Carlson sneaks that one away from him. Carlson back behind the net. Up to Van Gunten. Van Gunten shot, lead pad saved by goalie. Bott gives it to Matheson in neutral ice. Arctic Lions tried to put that back in the zone. Van Gunten tried to cross the blue line. Arctic Lions come out with it. Shot, blocker saved by O'Brien. Matheson's going to turn around and skate the other way. Matheson to Carlson to Mackers to Matheson. Just out of Matheson's reach. Matheson to Carlson. Carlson out front. To Mackers. And that was scored by Mackers from Carlson. Out comes Greenwood, Kirby, Dick, Esters, and Anderson. Kirby with the face-off. 46 seconds left in the second period. Goes to Esters. Esters to Dick. Up to Greenwood. Greenwood puts it in center ice. Goes back to Greenwood. Greenwood gets that. Trips and falls. Kirby to Greenwood. Greenwood shot, miss. All right, 10 seconds left in the second. It's going to come out in the neutral ice. Kirby, puck drop with Greenwood, Anderson, Esters, and Dick. Goes to the Lions. Lions get that in. That is the sound of the end of the second period. Thank you. All right, so Greenwood, Kirby, Anderson back out there with Dick and Esther. Kirby up to Greenwood, across the blue line. Oh, tried to give it up to Kirby. It was out of his reach. Greenwood going to chase it down. Back passes up to Esther's. Esther's trying to get it out of the zone. Arctic Lions will pick it up. Shot wide. Looks like we have a delayed penalty. Shot blocked by O'Brien. Shot. And it looks like a goal. Wiley and Sheely. Dietrich putting pressure on. Sheely trying to help out. Dietrich comes out with it. Dietrich up to Noreen. Noreen flips that across into the corner. Arctic Lions pick it up. Noreen keeps it in. Sheely will pick it up center ice. Shot, score. Dietrich, Jones, Sheely, Noreen, and Wyland. Jones comes out with it, passes it in. The Arctic Lions intercept that. Looks like O'Brien passed it up to Wyland. Wyland just out of Wyland group. Noreen. Noreen to Jones. Jones up to Dietrich. And Jones trying to get it out. Noreen trying to push through. Arctic Lions shot. Glove save. It batted away. O'Brien gives it up to Sheely. Sheely to Wyland. Skating in the neutral ice. Throws that in deep. Jones is going to pick it up in the corner. He'll give it to Wyland. Wyland tried to center it. Arctic Lions intercepted. Wyland. Back passes it to Jones. Jones puts it down on the ice. Passes up over to Sheely. Sheely to Noreen. Noreen shot blocker. Saved by the goalie. Carlson, Spain, Bott, Van Gunten, and Berg. Carlson wins that back to Spain. Spain tried to shoot that, gets blocked. Spain and Carlson. Carlson comes out with it, skates, gives it up to Spain. Spain back passes to Berg. Nice save by the goalie. Berg will pick it up back behind the net. Skated up to the wing, gives it up to Van Gunten. Van Gunten gets tripped, no goal. Bott center ice. Bott flips it up, goes off the wall. Carlson tries to pick it up. Arctic Lions passes it D to D, goes into the corner. Carlson reverses, gets tied up. Spain in there to help out. Arctic Lions pick it up and they'll skate the other way. That O'Brien comes out of the net. Van Gunten will pick it up. Van Gunten skating it across the blue line. Tried to drop pass it. Arctic Lions get it taken away. Arctic Lions get it back. Bott throws it up into neutral ice. Carlson will chase that down. Goes off of Berg's leg. Bott trying to hold the blue line, just sneaks past him. Passes it to Van Gunten. Van Gunten tried to put that on net. Arctic Lions got a stick on it. Kirby, out comes Bott. Matheson bats that away to Esters. Esters passes it up to Bott. Bott to Kirby, center ice, skating to neutral, crosses the blue line, goes to the corner. Tried to shoot from a weird angle. Macker will pick it up. Esters. Esters gets his shot blocked. Arctic Lions try to bat it out. Dick up to Matheson. Matheson center ice. Goes out into the neutral zone. Kirby back passes it to Mackers. Mackers to Esters. Esters in the corner. Matheson keeps that in. Goes back behind the net. 9:57 left in the game. Stretch pass from the Arctic Lions to go into their offensive zone. Goes off Dick's skate. Kirby Keeps that from going to the net. Matheson. Matheson up to Macker. Macker shot and save. Out comes Greenwood, Dietrich, Noreen, Anderson, and Weiland. Dietrich with the face-off. Gets tied up. Arctic Lions trying to sneak in there. Weiland shot blocked by the Arctic Lions. Joey putting pressure. Pass gets deflected by Weiland. Noreen tried to pass it up to Anderson. Arctic Lions go with it. Noreen long pass up to Dietrich off his body. He skates it. Greenwood waiting to cross. Anderson cross. Dietrich gets that taken away. Weiland trying to get it back in neutral ice. Greenwood skating. Greenwood goes shot and saved by the goalie. Dietrich, Greenwood, Anderson, Noreen, and Weiland. Dietrich to Greenwood. Greenwood tried to get a shot off. Got blocked. Anderson's going to pick it up in the corner. Puck comes out. It's going to be a foot race. Weiland gets there. Weiland reverses. Off the wall, up to Anderson. Anderson to Greenwood. Greenwood's going to skate. Gives it up to Joey. Joey gets it taken away. Weiland shot. Oh. Nice save by the goalie. Noreen. Gets that taken away. Noreen's going to try and back check and get it back. Weiland tried to get it. Noreen gains control. Anderson skating through neutral ice. Greenwood and Dietrich are going with him. Anderson to Greenwood. Score. So Greenwood scored that one from Anderson. 7:13 left in the second. We've got Carlson, Jones, Sheely, Bott, and Van Gunten. Carlson, puck drop. Goes to Jones. Back to Carlson. Carlson to Jones. Jones is going to chase it. Arctic Lions come out with it. Trying to skate the other way. It comes out. O'Brien comes out his net, stops it for Van Gunten. Van Gunten back behind the net, slowing the play down, passes it middle ice to Sheely. Sheely's going to take off. Jones is going with him. Jones off his skate. Carlson up to Bott. Bott shot redirected by Sheely up and hits the glass. Jones over to Van Gunten. Van Gunten tried to get it up to Carlson. Carlson gets it back. Carlson tried to give it to Sheely. Nice D by the Lions. Sheely and Jones putting pressure. Jones pit pockets, turns the other way. Carlson comes out. That's icy. So we'll come back down to the Arctic Lions defensive zone with a face-off blocker side goalie with Kirby taking the face-off, joining Berg, Spain, Dick, and Esters. Kirby with the face-off. Berg's going to chase it. Gets it back behind the net. Berg and Spain. Dick tried to give it up to Spain. It goes deep in the corner. Spain trying to get control back behind the net. Kirby will pick it up in the corner. Spain to Dick. Dick skating it, gives it back to Spain. Spain back to Dick, top wide. Esther's is there. 4:30 left in the game. Arctic Lions trying to reverse that back up. Esther's will keep that in. Berg tried to redirect that. Stop it from going. And that is icing. So we have Matheson, Dietrich, Mackers, Dick, and Esters. Dietrich with the face-off. Goes back to Dick. Dick tried to put it on net. Got blocked. Dick back behind the net. Reverses. Gives it up to Mackers. Mackers gives it up to Esters. Get tied up here. Joey picks it up in neutral ice, skates it down, backhand, and goalie save. Nice read by the goalie there. So we'll get new fresh legs on D. We got Weiland and Noreen joining Dietrich, Mackers, and Matheson. Dietrich with puck drop. Dietrich to Matheson. Matheson up to Noreen. Tried to get a shot off. Deflected by the Lions. In the corner, Macker chases it down. Dietrich center ice. Matheson tried to get a shot off. Wasn't quite set. Matheson and Dietrich. Noreen trying to keep that in. Matheson trying to come out. Arctic Lions come out with it. Matheson picks it up in neutral ice. Just gets it across. Taken away. Gets it back. Shot. Nice leg pad save by the goalie. Noreen gives it to Macker. Macker gives it back to Noreen. Not able to connect on that one. Noreen to Mackers. Mackers loses it in the corner. Arctic Lions pick it up. Weiland tried to keep that in. He gets it into neutral ice, waiting for us to come on sides. He puts that in. We're going to get a line change. Dietrich all by himself. Shot. Goal. We got 1:50 left. So Anderson, Greenwood, Carlson with Bott and Van Gunten. Carlson, the face-off. Carlson wins that. JC's going to try and track it down. Van Gunten picks it up in neutral ice. He's going to skate across the blue line. Shot. Wide. Anderson. Bott. It comes back out into neutral ice. Going to have to set up again. Bott tried to get a stretch pass to Greenwood. Greenwood's going to chase it down. Greenwood gets it back. Carlson over there to help. Greenwood up to Van Gunten. Van Gunten skates it down into the corner. Centers it to Anderson. Anderson turns, shot, block. Anderson trying to get it back. Back behind the net. Anderson turns. Still skating. Shot, block. Goes over into the corner with 39 seconds left. O'Brien comes out of the net, passes the stretch pass up to Anderson, chips it in. Arctic Lions will put it back into neutral ice, skated across the blue line, shot, and blocked. We're caught, sorry. Alright, looks like that's going to be the game since we have 13 seconds left. Trying to get the last puck drop here. O'Brien's ready. We got Kerr with the face-off. Esters. And that is the game, folks. I'm not exactly sure of the official score. but it was double digits to 1. So we'll see y'all tonight. We play at 19:15 Alaska time. So that's 7:15 Alaska time. 7:15 tonight against the 18U Alaska Oilers. You got to give props to the Arctic Lions goalie. He did a great job. A lot of shots. So, for those of you who don't know what some of our players, they come out in the middle of the circle with their opponent and they say a little prayer. So that's what you see going on right now. They play against each other, battle it out, and come back, say a prayer. A lot of these kids have been playing a long time together. A lot of friends. Memories you can't remake. All right, so we'll see you guys tonight, 7:15 Alaska time.